And another thing, dear black man, do you want to know why you ain't never fit in? Do you want to know why there's so much sorrow, why there's so much anguish, why there's so much despair, why there's so much hatred towards you, why there's so much misunderstanding, why there's so much rejection, why there's so much denial, why there's so much you fill in the blank? They crucified Christ. So in each one of you, what you think they see? It ain't hard. It ain't hard. You being snuffed out because the enemy had a plan all along. The enemy knew who you was before you knew who you was, black man. As a black woman, for whatever role I've played, even me being solid and loyal to the soil, they don't take the facts. They don't take away from the fact. If nobody else tells you, and they're not, it's going to be a handful that sincerely in their heart love you genuinely. They never gonna tell you that you've been accepted. They never gonna tell you that you're good enough. They're never gonna tell you that your accolades matter. They're never gonna acknowledge. And when I say they, it's whoever doesn't understand where I'm coming from. Then you insert to whom it may concern. They're not gonna acknowledge who you are until Christ comes and redeems his sheep, his servants. Because when our sheep, we're sheep, but we're his servants. We're made in his image. So just because they call us that don't mean that it takes away from your kingship. It don't take away from who you are. I know they threw you in the swamps. I know they threw you in the trenches. I know they threw you to the wolves. And then they used us to do this. But we didn't know. We was just going off of learned behavior. They're not going to acknowledge. You're not going to get that void filled until Christ comes. The one thing that you missing, the one thing that you despise, the one thing that you run from, the one thing that you don't understand, the one thing that you'll sell your soul for, the one thing that, listen, it's that you need the answers. Baby mama can't give them to you. Some of y'all Holy Spirit said, don't you dare. Listen, your mama can't, nobody can feel that loud ain't gonna feel it. That booger sugar ain't gonna feel it. That sex ain't gonna feel it. Nothing is gonna feel it but the love of Christ. So I'm just here to tell you. He say, hold on. He say, hold on. Right now, he's gathering a nation from within a nation. Two brothers out the same womb. One brother went through his tests and trials, and the other brother laughed, and the other brother ridiculed, and the other brother mocked him, and the other brother stole, and the other brother denied, and the other brother rejected, and the other brother hated, and the other brother disgraced. Jacob I've loved. Esau I've hated. Cain and Abel. Joseph and his brothers. David and his, listen, the list goes on and on. And on and on and on. Like this is what we at with it. This is you see in history in the making. So black man, I come to tell you, Christ said the least that they did to you, they've done to him. But see, you got to take your vindication is his. Yeah, see, in this hour we calling a spade a spade. So just like the baby mamas that go and run to the abortion clinic, that's your contraceptive. Yeah, don't worry. To whom it may concern, remember, So see that double-edged sword? That's why I ain't gotta do all this and all that. I was built for it. So I don't need I can go 12 rounds without even needing a little squish squash. When you be about your father's business, he'll be about your business. That's all I'm here to tell y'all. Black man, black man, black man. They want to hang y'all on that tree. And I can promise you, it's not going to happen the way they thinking it's going to happen. And yeah, you see me, little string bean over here. But greater is he that is in me than he that is in this world. So guess what? If I'm saying it, it's because the Holy Spirit is moving through me to get the message out. You've not been forgotten. You have not been forgotten. They buried you and didn't know you was a seed. They tried to snuff us and didn't know our tears was going to water the garden. So even though you've hurt us, even though you've taken from us, even though you did some things, we've all needed forgiveness. We all need redemption right now. So this the one, the 2 and the 3. Countdown begins. Y'all, look, the monitoring spirit. I just sat here and and prayed over this man that got a demon, got demons that are tormenting him, not even 20 feet from this hotel that I'm in. Sitting right here on the curb. He's like a zombie. I'm looking at a legit zombie. The only thing he missing is the skin falling. He's empty. He's hollow. The enemy is tormenting him. He don't sleep. He don't. I can see it. Y'all think the enemy playing with y'all? Listen. Whatever you believe in, the Holy Spirit said this message ain't even for them. Black man, this message is for you. Y'all know my brain be playing ping pong. But this message is for you, black man. They counted you out. I know they took. I know they lied. I know they didn't say they were sorry. I know they schemed. I know they doing all of this. I know they doing all of that. Remember, you was a seed. God said the weapons will form, but they will not prosper. But you're going to have to lift up your fellow brother. You're going to have to lift up your fellow sister. You're going to have to. Barabbas, whatever this man's name is, God set him free. The worst of the worst, scum. God set him free before Christ gave his life. Think about that. Barabbas, whatever his name is, he didn't know God. He didn't fast. He didn't pray. He didn't wear no shrivels and frivels, and he didn't change his name to, Yehuda, Yisrael, Yahima, Yahrashika, Yamaha, Yah. He didn't do any of that. This man was the worst of the worst, and they released him. God allowed him to be released. Jesus knew he was going to give his life up for this man that didn't even know him. So you think about that before you want to condemn somebody. You think about that before you want to sit up here and broadcast what somebody got going on. Listen, it's a season of it. Holy Spirit say this message. I love y'all, black men. I love y'all, black men. I love y'all, black men. We listen. They buried you. And our anguish, our tears, our despair, the sorrow that we feel, we still love y'all. We still love y'all. We still need you. We still need you. Your daughters, your wives, your even if you don't have them yet, we need you. Some of us are waiting on our husbands. Some of us are waiting on a father figure. Some of us are waiting on a parent to come in. Some of us are waiting on some brothers. Some of us are waiting on the family that we've never had. We need you. We need you. We need you. Do you hear me? We need you. You are needed right here where you are, on a park bench, living in a hotel, living in Beverly. We need you. And if you're living in Beverly Hills, We need you.